Hello, this is Brian. Oh shoot, more people. Doggone it. Ah, shoot. This is why I was trying to be up in the North Cascades.
You smile and wave?
What's that?
You smile and wave?
Sure.
We were trying to figure out what is he doing.
You guys live in Sequim?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Thanks for being friendly. Don't get that many times. I say hi to a lot of people, but most people don't say hi back.
Oh, that is Squim? Oh well.
Well,
Where
it
you
happens. Winthrop, Washington.
Oh yeah, come on. Nice over
Yeah. Well, if you knew me, maybe you wouldn't say hi. Maybe
there.
that's the reason. What's
Lots
that?
of teachers in Winthrop, I forget their names, they teach there.
Well, Winthrop, Washington, way up in the North
Yeah,
Cascades.
they teach there. Their dad lives, it's a group in Port Angeles, but they teach in Winthrop.
Oh yeah, we had to leave after the fires.
Oh, did you?
Lost
yeah.
our housing after that,
Yeah.
so we live here.
Are you
We
here now? Oh, you're here now?
yeah, but we're probably just we've been here about a year or so, but we're probably just passing through. But
We're here forever.
are you here forever?
We're here
Time
30, another
1
30,
hour
yeah.
25
Cool.
minutes.
Well, thanks for stopping.
Distance,
Appreciate it.
4.22 miles. Average pace 20 minutes. 6.
So anyway, that's about the friendliest people I get so far. I don't really get that many friendly people on this route. I say hi to most people and they just don't say hi back. That's why I tried to be up in north. Of course, if they knew me, if they knew what kind of videos I was doing, maybe they wouldn't say hi. But you got to put that in perspective though, because putting that in perspective, you know, you kind of wonder, well, why is the dog barking? Like if you saw my last video saying, are there any Christians out there? Well, obviously, Christian community, so that's a whole nother discussion. I don't know. So there again, if you wonder why I don't talk real well now or whatever, a lot's happened since Winthrop, Washington. I was doing much better in Winthrop, Washington, but after we lost our housing, people are tired of me talking about it. And the same thing probably will happen here because people don't like, I don't know, just people don't, there's a whole nother thing. So I'm jumping around a lot. I'm trying to find some people that will hike with me and talk. You know, there's places to find companionship online, like Plenty of Fish and stuff like that. But I don't know if there's any networks to really find, if you're trying to look for a community or trying to find people, you know, have deep discussions on things. I'm sure there are, but anyway, so it's a lot easier when you're isolated. There's an old saying that says, who isolates himself wages against all wise judgment. But what happens if you're being isolated? Let's say you're in isolated confinement from a jail or something like that. You're not being, you know, or what happens if society themselves isolate you? So I used to have a Hike With Me series that I used to do pretty well on. But then we were, you know, this is a sore spot with me, but it's also motivation. It just makes me realize that I've got to keep trying to happen what happens up in Winthrop, Washington. It doesn't happen here, although it's already started to happen here, of course. But the problem is, if you beat a dog a lot and they start biting you, you know, and then people are compassionate. They say, well, the dog, you know, he's been through a lot, whatever. But they don't do that to humans many times. You can, you know, mistreat a human being. I mean, we were very, very, very much mistreated in Winthrop, Washington on a lot of angles. And there's only so much someone can take. Only so much someone can take. So I do appreciate, I wish, of course, I mean, we met some nice people up in, you know, there's a lot of nice people around here, I'm sure. The problem is, you know, I don't know. So anyway, so, you know, you can ask, there's some more people. I wish, I liked it up in Winthrop, Washington because I could get away more, but even then they tried to run me off the path. I want to be somewhere where way up in the mountains where I can do these hikes kind of by myself. Not that I mean, people have every right to be on this trail as much as I do, but it's funny because, I don't know. So I'm not going to wait until I'm perfect at this. I keep getting interrupted. I've tried to do 3 or 4 of these videos and nothing's come out. So I'm trying to, you know, I'm not going to beg because, but I'm going to invite anybody that wants to hike with me. You're invited to go with me. Obviously, maybe you're too cool, and that's okay. Yet, you don't have enough political capital to spend on someone like me. But I'm not doing it for me, because if I kept my head low, I'd probably get on a lot better in life. But that's never been me much. So I'm looking for people to join me on my Hike With Me series, and where I hold up my GoPro and we can talk about it, and we can air certain things if you feel like it. I can't wait for, I'm going to go forward, I'm going to go in this direction or go in that direction, with or without people following me. I would like the company, but there again, can't pay you anything. You would have to just be wanting to hike yourself. So, yeah, okay, they're gone. So, again, I don't normally care when people are walking by. Yeah. Anyway, I would love the company. My wife and I has asked several times on Craigslist to find community or companionship or anything. No one's responded. Soul was supposed to, we were even asked someone to be out there to help me with my unique challenges. Anyway, but people kept canceling. And I don't, that's okay. I purposely, so whether people come alongside us or not, we're going to still go forward, and we're going to try to make it in the world. I would say I was going to say state of Washington, but our time in Washington has not been very pleasant as much as I had hoped. The mountains have not rejected us, but people in general have been really on mass. I mean, there's very few people. Some people are kind, but I don't know of anyone that if you asked, hey, come walk with me and let's talk about these, and then by the time we're done, let's change our mind about something. Let's try to come to the same mind of something. Let's try to strive to be of one mind. I'm looking for, we're looking for, you know, people that are interested in joining forces, to, you know, where we can come together, because I do believe we're stronger together, and it's not just a campaign thing. I believe that, you know, it's not my city. If this was my city, I would do more about complaining about dogs pooping on their, pooping all over their path here. But this is not my city. This is not my city. And I used to want to come to Washington and try to find a city that I could belong to, but obviously my wife and I have been rejected from this city from about a year and a half. And that's just our choice. I mean, our choice. There's another dog, that whatever. So, I really do appreciate it. I mean, you can even be kind to anybody. I mean, when you find out who they are, you might not be kind to them, but I think, again, I asked if there was any Christian communities, because I thought if Christians are reading their book, I have to say I'm not Christian. I'm Centerportian, although some people are Centerportian and Christian, but I'm not Christian. I have to say I'm not Christian, because I am not one of these people that read this book and then anyway, build buildings or build temples, or I don't agree with that, and I don't like it, so I don't want to be identified with that. But I do think their book that they read is pretty good. It has good advice that I think that I would like to follow myself, and I'd like others to find that we could follow together. For instance, things like God sends rain in the just and the unjust. And if I'm getting upset about that, the dog stuff on the thing, someone could say, hey, look, the book says, gives me good encouragement. I think it's good. It says, why don't you, what was I going to say? We're supposed to be ambassadors. So does an ambassador, criticize the behavior of people in that town? No, not really. So that's a good argument. I want someone to have a good reasoning head on their head, thinking, where they think well. We have tried for about a year or so to integrate in this town. Actually, we tried to integrate into Washington, but then when the fires came and our landlords, we realized it's just a lie away. Just like the President of the United States, I don't agree with that. A lot of people do. Some people don't think he lies. I think he lies. It's not my business, really. Because I could leave the country if I want to, at least for now. So, It's up to the people that elected him, that decided that he wanted. So there was more of them than there were of us, obviously. Well, not technically, because there were a lot of people that didn't vote for him. Anyway, so, and he, you know, he gets help from other governments a little more than other people, so, you know, Russia and stuff. So if you believe that or not, it doesn't really matter. One thing you believe, whether we should be, you know, and that's what I want to do. I want to have conversations about these kind of things. This is, I guess, Tree Breeze reporting in Sequim, Washington, from Centerport, which is the only group I know I can't get kicked out of, but that's a whole other story. Again, I don't think Facebook's a great platform, but it's the only thing we've got, and YouTube and all these, you know, fragmented technology. But again, if I want to stay focused, I don't want my place in the world to be, you know, trying to learn other people's technology. I would rather try to learn about how do we make it in this world. And to me, we need to make it in this world depending on one another more, rely on one another more. And obviously this is not my city, not my town, because my town, if I had a town and someone did a video.
4.60 miles. Average pace 20 minutes 38 seconds per mile.
Did a video about let me think this through. Did a video or a Craigslist message like I've made, several of them that I made, it would be responded to. So obviously this is not my town, not my city, and maybe someday I'll live in a city I can be proud of, but haven't seen it yet. For me, I want to live in a city where people really care for one another and look out for one another. Anyway, people are coming up, so I'm going to tune out.